I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know the clock's not right, but we're starting at 6. Well, it's only going at 6. Yeah. That'll do it.
You ought to come with Cannonball now.
Okay, we need approval of claims and payroll allowance dockets.
I'll make a motion to approve it. All right, second that.
Yeah.
Okay, any questions? No discussion, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of minutes from October 7th and October 14th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for the 7th and 14th. I'll second that.
Questions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Mr. Gaff.
Yes, sir.
Didn't want you to rest too long.
Yeah, it was, I grow roots over there. I'm supposed to stand over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
You're the
stand
star
over,
right now.
I'll stand over here.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you for allowing me to talk to you. Basically, I just wanted to bring you up to date on the current status of Noble Trail's part of the Hawpatch Trail that we've made progress with so far. Thank goodness for LaGrange County Trails having pre-negotiated a price with Norfolk Southern that made it much easier for us to purchase a 6-acre plus plot of land on the south side of Wolcottville to allow us to potentially put a trail on that property. It is from State Road 9 westward to the sports complex that is the town of Wolcottville owns. And so the reason I'm specifically here today is to kind of, and I always have a purpose, it is to bring, I brought along some information about an estimate of what it would cost to do this work. Not that I expect you to pay it, but rather I just want you to know that we are in the process of understanding how much we're going to be involved. But on the third page of the papers that I handed you is a map for the proposed trail that we want to put in place in the next year or two, depending on funding, of course, and other aspects of this process. The yellow dotted line is the trail, which would be a 12-foot wide trail to match the 12-foot wide trail that LaGrange is creating for the Hawpatch Trail, and it would extend to the city of, I'm sorry, the town of Wolcottville's property line, and that would all be on us. What I'm looking for ultimately is an easement across the. We don't necessarily want to buy the land. We want to be able to cross the land with a trail, and we would own the trail. You would own the land, but there would be an easement or a cooperative agreement to allow that to happen. And so what we would do is get the lawyers together and put together an agreement that would be allowing the construction of trail. And basically what we are proposing initially is to extend it to meet up with what's already pre-existing. It's a limestone driveway essentially that exists in this picture. But ultimately we would want the easement to go clear across the property along the previous railroad bed, so that it would allow us to ultimately hook into the Hawpatch Trail. We do not have the property that is beyond the town of Wolcottville's property. That is, we will continue to negotiate and deal with the property owners. And so there's going to be a gap in the Hog Hatch Trail for the time being, but ultimately we'll try to figure out a way to get around that. In the meantime, we would like to connect that portion of trail to the sports complex pathway that then goes south to the county road, and it would allow us to then shunt people around. If they want to go west, they can go down to the road and then over and pick up the trail farther down. And we don't like putting people on roads if we can avoid it, because there's traffic on those roads, and the traffic makes it more dangerous for pedestrians and bicyclists. But on the other hand, you do what you can. So that's what I'm here to address. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to try to answer them. The reason I went this easement this early is because we'll need to look for grants and financing and that sort of thing. And we don't want to build a bridge to nowhere kind of situation. We want to be able to show that it actually goes somewhere, and that it will go to the sports complex initially, and then beyond in the future, hopefully. So we would appreciate the easement agreement, and we would prefer not to have to pay you for the easement, but that it would be a cooperative understanding, and the cost of putting the pavement down on the city's or the town's property would be our cost. That is, we're not looking for funds to put the pavement down. We're looking for the easement so that we have the place to put the trail. Does that all make sense to everyone? Because I don't want to be obtuse.
So in this proposal, Doug Atz would probably draft something that
Yes.
our office could review.
Exactly.
Okay. And speaking of a bridge to nowhere, are the Noble County Commissioners going to help out, maybe through condemnation or anything, to acquire property?
We have not come to any understanding with the Noble County Commissioners with regard to that. That is, and I personally abhor eminent domain as a method, because you make the neighbors of the trail angry at the trail, and the trail is not necessarily occupied 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it would be possible to have bad things happen along the trail that we want to prevent. We want to be good neighbors. We don't want to be mean people. That's the idea. So no, we like to negotiate above board and as friendly as possible.
Is that what you meant?
The condemnation process always starts with negotiations, at least for fair market value. So, but even below that, just friendly negotiation, just talking with people is probably the number one way to go.
Yeah,
Informal.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gotten us fairly far so far. We're going to keep after that, and
Makes sense.
and sometimes things get expensive, but we live with that possibility, and so far we don't have many complaints.
So for an easement, you're looking at it, it'd be a no cost to the town?
That's correct. It's my understanding that would be a roadblock to this idea, and no cost to the town, but also no additional expenses to noble trails beyond, the lawyer
Sure. Your
interaction.
customary costs.
The customary costs.
Soft costs.
Yes,
Right.
those sorts of things, but rather that we wouldn't necessarily be paying the town rent or anything like that, or any kind of a lease agreement.
Pretty clean.
That it would be something, an easement to go across there, and then if the trail needed to be repaired, then or something like that, then that would be included in the agreement.
Right.
Probably we would insist upon the trails identifying the town.
We've done it for others.
Yeah.
It's not like it's
Yeah, it's not the first rodeo.
yeah.
I expect he has a standard form. That
Yeah,
he's used.
there is. It's just that it is a standard form and needs some adjusting individually
Of course.
in every situation, I have found. Yes.
As far as lawyers' fees, the
Um,
town's not in a real good financial situation right now.
We're gonna try to avoid any fees.
Okay, well, you said that-
Our lawyer doesn't charge us because he's one of us. He
He'd
is.
be on the team.
You're offering me your seat.
He's the vice president, just as this position costs me money rather than making me money. It's a similar situation with our lawyer. We'll try to make it as easy on your lawyer as possible so that we'll incur minimal expenses at all. And might even talk him into donating his work for this particular aspect of community good. But you never know with lawyers.
That's right.
Yeah.
So how do you feel comfortable with this?
And
Well, no, we have got a 12-inch main that runs down through it. We've talked about that before.
I understand.
You need a right of way, and we're going to have a right of way too, since you all own the property. So we're going to have to work together.
They wouldn't own the property.
Yeah, we would own the property.
No, there's a
still.
part
No,
leading up.
well, I know that.
The other part still has the main under it.
Oh.
Yeah.
The part that they're acquiring.
Yeah.
so we have an easement. into their
Besides the
property.
400 and some feet that we're putting the easement for, the other part has the main under it. That's what Jerry's talking about.
So we have an easement on the main right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, if they want to give us one now, since they bought it off the railroad,
It doesn't carry with the land.
well,
That's the lawyers will figure it out.
something to look in the
There was-
paperwork to
There
make
was no
sure.
mention of it necessarily in the purchase agreement from Norfolk Southern. Norfolk Southern didn't seem to know that it was Martin Parkway. They didn't seem to know a lot of things about this
Well,
piece of
We
property.
didn't know that either till recently, so
Well,
I don't know how that got in there.
I understand that with a big corporation like Norfolk Southern, things slip through the cracks fairly easily. But we'll make sure that we'll be in communication with you and make sure that the town of Wolcottville's water main is. I mean, we know where the fire hydrants are. And those fire hydrants, I assume, are close to the water main.
Yeah, because the people across the road, they want to build a subdivision in there eventually. So, on their property. So,
On their property.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the north.
which they run up to your all's property too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day, north of
Yes.
the Martin Fields.
North of Martin.
They're looking at that,
Okay.
yep. I didn't, on the survey, the water line isn't shown on this. You might want to show that.
I understand that.
Yeah. Just so we have it captured somewhere.
Yeah,
I just noticed that.
From our experience purchasing the Norfolk and Southern land for the hog patch, if it's not on the survey, it was not in the deeds, it was not recorded. So that means that it's not official.
Okay.
It's there, but it's not there. They did the research on
Okay,
on the,
well,
on the
I've captured
property, so
some.
that was something that he would have
Yeah,
to.
with our drawings and construction stuff, I have to show that then. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's how we do it.
Yeah.
All the other utilities, so, okay.
Because we had that come across with some other utilities on ours where if it's not shown when they did the research for the survey for the railroad,
Mhm.
and then the railroad also has to give all their unrecorded encumbrances and everything, which
Right.
they would have had to give too.
It's interesting how the line got put in without all that, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll discover that eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, just something we can capture with our construction stuff. So,
I'm assuming so, we'll just need to make sure that we have a clear understanding of exactly where that water main is.
Right.
Yeah, well, we can trace it. We got a wire in it, so we can
Do you want,
mark it for
there's
surveys.
a picture in the third and fourth page.
Yeah.
That probably of interest to you specifically, and you're welcome to keep that, because I can get plenty of
No
them.
cost. Okay.
We've had so much progress that we need to encourage progress,
Mhm.
and
Otherwise,
especially.
if you want to wait, we can, otherwise, we'll do a motion tonight.
Yeah,
I got the map.
That's a recommendation along those lines. And I would say if you ask Attorney Ads to try to be protective of the town of Wolcottville, that will keep attorney costs down, because that's less things we have to balk at and less conversations the lawyers have to have, so.
Certainly.
Okay. Would you like to hear a recommendation?
Yeah.
Okay, then, based on the report by Mr. Gaff with the presentation, I think it would be appropriate if someone were to move, I have 4 items here, that the town council find that the construction of the planned recreation trail at no cost to the town, as presented, would be in the best interests of the town, that the town work in good faith to come to an agreement with Noble County Trails, Inc. for the eventual approval of an easement for the trail. 3, that the town attorney be authorized to work with Noble County Trails, Inc. and the town council president as to the form of the easement agreement. And finally, 4, that the town engineering consultant be consulted on the proposed plans, which of course include streets and sewers, utilities, etc. So, yeah.
And I'm going to state that the name of our organization is Noble Trails, Inc. Rather than
Noble
Noble
Trails,
County
Inc.
Trails, Inc. LaGrange County Trails is on the other hand.
LaGrange County Trails.
And it's just a small point for future,
I appreciate it, yes, thank you.
It's always good to get the terms up front first.
if possible. Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a recommendation.
Okay, so we're ready for a
You could say
motion.
so moved if you
Right,
like,
I was.
or you could not.
I would say, I would. Well,
That would be ready to go.
Second paragraph.
Both the same.
yeah.
Yeah, I just,
You want need them both signed?
no, you just say
Well,
so
one-
moved
well, this-
if you'd like it, or discuss it further.
Would a motion for this cover approval of the easement then? I don't have to do 2.
It says you're gonna work in good faith. Oh, we don't have an exact legal description.
No,
There's
I'm talking about
details.
first Terry came here to get an okay to get an easement. That's one, or does this cover that?
It does. It says we're gonna work in good faith to get an easement.
Okay, all right, well, can we use these numbers for the motion?
Just, you can use those numbers if you want. You can read it aloud, or you can just say, since I did, you say so moved.
I'll say so moved then, because I wanted to clarify that.
Second the motion.
We got a, he said,
I second it.
Oh, okay. Any further questions or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, you want this signed and give to them?
If you want to sign it,
As
give it
part of
to me.
that, would you like an update on the hot patch and all on here?
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
if you have time.
Absolutely. Are you good?
Yeah,
Want me to
I'm-
sign this one?
Yeah, that's what I did just too.
Okay.
So,
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No,
Thank you.
yeah, I just want, we're working very closely with Terry and Noble Trails. But right now,
Are you Jeff?
Jeff Winston.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry, Jeff Winston, President of LaGrange County
Okay.
Trails. We're working closely with Noble County Trails and Elkhart Connect in Elkhart for Millersburg. And we're gonna close on the railroad land in LaGrange County here in December 9th. This looks like the closing date.
Okay.
So we'll own that land. and we hired GS Engineering to do an engineering study for the trail for phase 1 and 2, which would be from 75 west to 500 west, and then phase 2 is from downtown Topeka to 1200.
Okay.
So we had just to give you an idea of the community support, we had our haystack supper at the fire station in August. We had 2,000 people show up, and we raised $75,000 toward a Lilly matching grant. So we've got a $225,000 Lilly matching grant that we've met now, and a $5 million Lilly endowment grant through the Grange County Foundation that we're using for the engineering work and then for the construction. So right now, we're still gonna be probably $3 million short to complete, but we're working on that. We wanna, come down to Noble County and then connect, and we'll be working with Terry. So when everything is connected, people could go from probably anywhere in Elkhart to Millersburg to Topeka to Wolcottville, and then on down to Rome City, Kendallville, and they're on connecting, which would be really tremendous. And the reason they're going 12 feet and we're going 12 feet is we're looking at this as a regional connection trail. And so there will be a lot of people using them. And every study shows that where you have trails, towns benefit. So this is gonna be a real benefit for the town of Wolcottville.
That's why we'd like it to come more to downtown Wolcottville, because it's just as much, it's gonna be just as much a commuting for people working as it is for recreation.
Yes, yeah. We're gonna have a lot of commute, into Topeka and all that, but already we have people that are traveling through LaGrange to go down to Noble Trails, and then they go on to Fort Wayne, and they've been taking trips, and there are a lot of people with e-bikes and everything. This is really,
it's big.
This is really good. So I'm really happy that you guys are, on board with this and that you approve this, because eventually this is gonna be something, LaGrange, Noble, Elkhart County, we're all gonna be really proud of it.
Right.
So, absolutely. Any questions or anything for me on that? I just want you to know we're going straight ahead. This is happening.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Took long enough to get there, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, deal with the railroad.
Perfect, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
This is a.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was good.
Okay, we're gonna open bids for the sale of the police vehicle.
Yeah.
You get down that many? Get down towards Kendallville. They go around Ashland, gravel pit.
Which ones were which, you know?
You gotta open them.
Big hill down. But you gotta come back.
Some are gonna be the police car, some are gonna be the sewer truck, and some are gonna be for both.
It was a sealed bid, so they had to
Some
seal
people
it.
are gonna not specify which one they're bidding on.
You got one too,
No, I don't. It's at home. Okay, this is a bid from Robert Miller for the Dodge Charger, $1,050. This is a bid for the car from Tim Yoder, $2,200.
King Jones. Hey, Hans.
See ya. You guys.
People about 15.
This is a bid from Jason Rankenberger. The vehicle is a Dodge Charger, $2,201.
Two or one.
Yeah.
No, I'm about 4 trucks. And a couple old Fords.
It's an NRA.
Probably on both.
You did one of those Dodge pickups, didn't you?
Just open that up.
Well, the pickup is a Chevy.
You're all thumbs and
Yeah,
stars
that's
to do. Chevy truck, Jimmy Short, $1399.95.
Putting his junkyard down there.
How much was it?
$1399.95.
Okay.
The Charger, $2,371.
You need names with that? What was his name?
Jimmy Short.
Jimmy Short.
Okay.
Both the same one.
They oh, he did the car and the truck.
He took
Yes.
two
I
bids
got
out
it.
of one.
Got it. I didn't catch that.
Me neither.
Dodge Charger, Donald Mosley, $1,501.50. And for the truck, $1,751.50.
That's some creative fool.
Really full.
Charge an extra 5.
This is from Jason Rankenberger. The truck, $2,001. The car, $2,201.
Did we open one from him before?
Yeah.
It's gonna be bid twice.
Didn't you bid the same number for the?
Car, no. You bid $1 more.
You must put two bids in. I don't
No, it's
know.
the same
It was
amount.
22.
22 both of them.
Okay. Ralph Mosley, the Dodge car, $2,105.
Oh, you gotta beat it.
45 days.
And the truck, $2,005. He must have put two bids in too.
So,
Should nobody's around to work anymore.
That was Ralphie's first bid.
But said Dan Mosley first.
Uh,
The first one I wrote down is Dan Mosley.
Yeah. It was Ralphie's first bid, right?
That's his real name. Dan.
That was his first just now.
Said I'm not gonna
Okay.
put that.
That's what Dan was.
Yeah, I
previous
guess.
one.
I finished up the one on Dallas Point. Free.
And it was a request that your motion to approve be subject, be effective tomorrow.
Okay.
There's so many.
so who was the winning bidder?
I have Mosley on the truck and Jimmy Short on the car.
Those are the small ones.
The 2005,
2371 for the car.
yeah, 2371 for the car.
Okay.
I would like to add, if you would like to consider that we set a time limit for them to pay. And if it is not paid by a certain time limit, then it goes to the second winning bidder.
Okay. So that's one motion.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Want to read it better?
And it said the-
I've got another motion I'm gonna make too. So there's one motion to have a time limit for payment for the bid. If they don't meet that time limit, then they forfeit to the next bidder. The other motion is to delay bid approval until tomorrow.
Your motion is effective tomorrow.
This motion is effective tomorrow for all this, right? For both for this and for,
For both vehicles, yeah.
does that make sense? Is that clear enough?
Does we get a second then too?
Yeah.
Okay. Any further questions, discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I put all the bids back in here. These are the empty envelopes.
You should
Just
probably
gotta
detail it.
double check and verify.
All the records.
Dates.
Because they,
Jimmy got the car.
freezing till late.
Okay. Nate, you're next.
Are we setting the time frame for that, or
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, he just did.
Not exactly, but we didn't set a specific time frame. That'll be happening. Do I need to put a specific time
Yes,
frame?
please.
Redo the motion? Okay, rescind the previous motion.
Or add it.
What kind of time frame, or I can modify it. What time frame are you looking at?
I would say 7 days,
7 days?
7
Okay.
business days.
Okay, then the motion would be to, the winning bid has to pay the money within 7 days or forfeit the bid to the next highest bid.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, now Nate.
we had in our reserve car, one of the tablets went out. Pricing, that's how we have our Spillman. Pricing a new GTAC tablet, they're almost $4,500. And I talked a couple meetings ago about Shipshawana donating 2 tablets. They're different, but they're free. And our IT guy has those. The problem is our docking station in the vehicle. It has to be replaced. I have a quote for that equipment and installation, and the total is $1,431.22. And being that's over the $1,000, I need to get approval from you guys to spend that money. And with it being approved, it wouldn't be purchased until we were sure that we had the funds to do so. With selling the car for what we did, we would have some extra money there, but
Okay. That balance out for you, Heidi? Works good.
Yeah, we had talked about getting approval, so when we do have the funds, we have the approval, things that we're getting approved unless immediately necessary, so that they will be approved when the funds come in, that we can go ahead and work on those.
Okay. We'll take care of that, Jeff.
I make a motion, we approve the purchase of the docking station. Amount $400, police car computer.
I'll second the motion.
Further questions, discussions? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. That all you got?
that's all I got.
Jerry?
Nothing.
You tired?
Nothing.
Are you tired though?
Yeah.
You got leaves today, didn't you?
Ralphie and Wes did it.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I'm the driver.
Okay.
I've already
Just on
spent
our
enough.
street.
I spend enough time sucking them up already.
It's tough work, I tell you.
But yeah,
I
I
can't
might
leave
need
the
to
yard.
get a load of coal patch and try to patch some holes.
Yeah.
But they're calling for snow Monday, so I don't know.
I see that. I know this is the last, tomorrow's the last warm
So
day.
yeah, at least got to be a little bit warm, you know. But that's all I need. So everything's good.
Did Ralph leave anything to you? Ralphie?
He just wanted me to let you know that he is back in Kentucky for the rest of this week due to the family issues he has going on. And they had a correct name, a tank that they had repaired. But everything else is going well at the sewer plant.
Good.
Good.
Looks like they painted their sign or something out there. Looks nice. Spiffy.
Stouters have anything then?
The water plant, the screen on, goodness, I got too many papers, yeah.
Here's
The
one.
screen on the control, here we go, right in front of me. The screen on the control panel went blank. This is an item that has to be replaced. It's where they get their numbers from. It controls everything. When we started out talking to Peerless about replacing the screen, to replace the screen at the same original size was $6,393. However, the guys figured out it doesn't have to be the same size. They can go down in the size of the screen. So we went down to they recommended going down, I believe it was a 15-inch to start with at the 6,300. They're going down to a 10-inch, and that drops the price to $4,495. And that would save us $1,800. And they are willing to let us put a $1,400 down payment, and then for over the next 3 months make like $1,000 payment a month, so it's not hitting us all at
Okay,
once.
that's good for you then, huh?
Right, and so we just need approval for the 10-inch screen for a total amount of $4,495.
What was
I
that?
make a motion that we approve the purchase of the screen for the water plant.
I second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Tiffany.
So I got the permits all typed out there for you guys. We've had a lot the last 2 months, especially this month. But they're just basic. Ralphie did all the inspecting, so I just need you guys to look at them. If you have any questions, I have the permits here, and I can answer your questions, or you can see the permits.
Okay, this one for Shane Heim says movable carport.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What does that mean?
It's not going to be like in the ground, is what I'm guessing that means.
So there's a permit required for that?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's what
There
I
is
was
now.
wondering.
We called the building
It's like having a
department.
trailer.
Yeah, and we have a list of what they want, and that's on there. Even little movable sheds too.
That's crazy. So? Okay. The other was not so movable, was the 180 by 94.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a pole barn there. It says no sewer connection.
Right.
Okay.
So if they do, they'd have to pull another permit for that
Okay.
and pay. Yeah.
And then this garage edition here.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. They aren't.
Same thing. I don't think they even have sewer, an option to have sewer there. They'd have to like run lines to have so that
They'd have
they
to have
know-
their septic tanks.
yeah. Well, they'd have to run a line. I think from across the street. However that works. I'm not the specialist on that. I
They'd
just
have to put their own. From now, I think from now on, they got to put a pit in.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know how Ralphie's changed that or not, but
he does have requirements on there now. If you guys haven't noticed, they have to have a candy cane, backflow preventer, and a clean out.
Yeah, that's good.
So that is what he is requiring with all permits now if they're doing any kind of new build.
All right. Looks pretty good. Very good.
Need a motion to approve the permits.
Great job.
I'll make a motion to approve the permits for this month.
I second that.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Heidi?
Right, we had talked in our budget meeting about the raises this year, but we never voted on that, so I am looking for approval to work with Beers Mallers on the 2026 salary ordinance with the 2% across the board wage increase.
I move we approve that action.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
What you do have in your papers are proposed 2026 holiday list for the employees this year. The day after Christmas has typically been included in our holidays. However, since that falls on Saturday this year, we are not including it.
No, okay.
So if you, I'd like approval on the holidays.
I'll make a motion to approve the holidays for 2026.
I second that motion.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I did have a question from the workers. Are we gonna continue the clothing allowance at the $400 per employee, which does not include a separate allowance for boots? That is just boots and clothes all included together for the $400.
Has that been sufficient?
I don't think we can go any more
Okay.
than that this year, so we need to approve that for 2026.
Okay, how about we keep the clothing allowance then?
I'll second the motion.
Questions, discussion, seeing none, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
I think that $400 includes the boots.
Correct.
Okay.
Clothing and boots. And we had talked in the past with Mr. Miller about the culverts on Wabash. And I had asked Ralphie to put together a proposal for me, and he has been unable to do that. He did state today he believes $1,500, if that was approved to spend on that, would cover fixing the road. And also, we would rent the compactor for the road, which we could use at the same time to fix where they did the repair on County Line down there as well. So kind of get two uses out of that. So we're looking to spend or have an approval and hopefully spend less on repairing that, because that was not included as a part of the stormwater. Correct.
It will be once
It was.
Once
I thought-
I didn't, we didn't have the records on it.
somebody was drawing. Our plan in that area is to put inlets and piping and take it all to the river. But the culvert would actually go away because it would drain into that piping system and go. So, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll have to modify that as a result of this act.
So,
It'll
right.
work out. It'll work. You'll be able to tap into the tile different.
I'm just worried if, what size is he putting back?
Or they're the same. Going with the
12-inch.
No, you should go no less than 15 on a culvert. Raccoons can grow overnight and plug a
Well,
12-inch road.
there was-
I know that for a fact.
Well, it's supposed to be
you
a different
don't
quote then.
want to go bigger into smaller. Wait, how was that explained to me?
You have to go through a catch basin to do that.
You don't want to go because you will.
It does run over to it.
So what it is, our manholes is a 12-inch. So if you do that, we might as well put a bigger manhole if you're going to a bigger pipe.
Right, so we were going to
So then that's
stay
going to cost
the
much more
same.
money.
Well, the
Because
12
we
inches
didn't-
plug up all the time. That's the
We
problem.
didn't. I know he didn't price no. Catch base.
No. But we had tabled this, and
This is one of those things where we have to make it work and then fix it later. That's what it is.
right, but I believe the recommendation was to say the same size.
Okay.
Does it
I
just
just
need to be
wonder-
cleaned out?
It's collapsed.
It's collapsed, okay.
We tried, Rome City came down, they have a more powerful jetter than what we have,
Okay.
and
Yeah, it's collapsed.
It was quite interesting.
Yeah, we got the holes in the light and never got back out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the cheddar hose.
So you're gonna hire somebody to dig it up and put a new one in?
No,
We're going to do
the
it.
guys are gonna do it.
Really?
Mhm.
Not the first time.
I have a laser if you
Need a
need it.
motion to that?
Ah,
I have a laser if you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just approval to spend the money. We're not saying it's gonna happen, but it could. But
Well, at least the money will be there. I approve, I will move that we approve the funding for it at least. So we're ready when they can do it.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Motion carries.
we can address some of these concerns with Ralphie when he gets back.
I'm just wondering where you got the 1,500 from.
We don't have it
No.
yet.
Was it an estimate?
Yeah, that was
that's just an estimate for a cover.
Who came up with 1,500?
Ralphie.
Okay.
Yeah, we called around a bunch of companies.
And if it doesn't work and we have to come back to the table, that's what we'll do.
They need relief there in that neighborhood. Russell's put up with enough already. Flooding and everything else.
You done?
That was the last thing I had.
Did you want to set up some dates?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm not done. This was added today.
Special meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. I had a meeting with FSG today about our utility rates. And we need to set up a special meeting to have a working meeting with them where they can explain the rate studies and kind of what we need to do moving forward to get that going. And they would like sometime in the AM, and if 3 possible dates that may work, that we can go back with them.
Did you write down any dates?
I was gonna let you 3 pick dates based
I
on your
could-
schedule.
Any day except Wednesday works for me.
I have no Wednesdays.
And holidays.
6 o'clock was suggested initially.
Pardon?
6 o'clock was initially.
I just got look, it don't make any difference to me. What time in the morning? 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock? I said 6 o'clock. You said that was too early.
Yeah,
FSG's got to get on here, so, or it'd probably be.
Is it online or?
It might be online actually.
it would be online.
You wanna say 9 o'clock?
That's a good time. 9 or 10.
Okay, 9 o'clock, and then calendar there. Okay, this week is out due to my scheduling, and the last week is out probably due to the holiday.
Mhm.
So
Is this
the
right?
20th, the 21st, or the 23rd in November.
23rd is Sunday.
No, oh, sorry, I was on the wrong one
Yeah,
there.
that's why I flipped it. Oh, no, that's the bird.
A little bit of
So
Okay.
Thanksgiving is
Yeah, so go up a week, how about the 17th, 18th, or the 20th?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, I will. And then if that is too soon, then I will go to the first week in December, and then do Monday, Tuesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Up to you, Tony.
All right, well, I got, it's the contract for legal services.
Sorry, Frank.
This thing,
Kurt calls me Frank. That's where all that's coming from.
I assume Dean was calling me like it. Okay. I have a contract for legal services. It's the same terms as last year, except it did go up $10 from $2.45 to $2.55 per hour on the services that aren't included in the public meetings. I think that's a 4%. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because there's a relationship between the town council president and the owner of the law firm, one of the part owners of the law firm, we have to have a disclosure made as well. So,
Okay.
you guys have done this before. Dean will make his disclosure. I don't know exactly how he does that. And then the two of you guys can certify that he's made the disclosure.
Okay.
Our office has some letters that we have to send out to the Noble County Clerk, the LaGrange County Clerk, and State Board of Accounts. This is exactly
Okay. Guys, okay with this?
Work for the firm.
Yeah, I move we approve the contract for legal services with Beers Muller for 2026, right?
yes.
Okay.
So Dean's gonna sign his disclosure. You guys need to sign.
You gotta handle it, I can't
Oh,
be involved.
No, but you can sign your disclosure.
I know, I
Oh,
will.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
But I'm letting him take care of the motion.
So,
I
okay,
got it.
so
Thank
any
you.
questions? Hearing none, the motion carries. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
You wanna put the date on, or you want me to?
If you can. Yeah.
November 4th.
Just one?
Just one.
We have to sign this one too then, right?
I don't sign it.
Yeah, you probably would. But...
Huh?
Exactly.
Is there two?
That's just for reference.
Oh, that you want to sign this?
You don't have to sign that contract.
Oh,
That's just
gotcha.
the disclosure says there's a contract attached.
Okay, so you want this?
That's done.
There, that's how it goes.
And so the contract actually gets signed. Yes.
So we have to sign that anyway, right? Yeah. But Dean doesn't sign this, right?
No. Anyway, it's slot one there. Yeah. So there's the disclosure and
Here's the contract.
this. Okay, certification. Great. So document 1, document 2, and then the actual contract is going to sign. Okay.
You get paid this weekend, huh? Get that done.
Yay. I did my job.
Right?
I'll get a pat on the back for him. Thank you. And we'll send you copies. Right back then. Thank you. We'll send you originals in the back, I should say.
Anything else?
That's all that we have.
Anybody else? John?
I will get VS's services agreement for 2026 to you next month.
Okay. Excellent.
Promise or a threat?
Yes.
That's identical in this case. So I have something here, this council member seminar. They tell you everything about where, except where it's gonna be at.
Down there, it's Indianapolis, I think.
They have lunch. They have lunch that's not online. That's the mailing address that's Indianapolis, but that's it.
On the other side,
Nope.
is there more
That just,
information?
there's more information, but nothing about where it's at. They did this for a water thing too, and I got an email telling me that they have to clarify that, so I'll find out.
Nobody else has got any? You, Jeff, anything? Steve? Anything?
I got one thing that was mentioned during the easement thing. They need an easement from the town across town's property. The town needs an easement across their property for the water line. To me, it should be a wash.
You think?
Shouldn't be any cost
I don't think there is a cost.
for you guys.
Yeah. They need to put it on a drawing.
Right. In exchange for you giving them the easement, they're giving you the easement.
Yeah.
No cost to the town,
Sounds like theory.
other than their review.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fourth part of the motion had you guys looking over the plans as well.
Yeah.
They'll catch anything in there.
For example, if the sewer, underground sewer, water line, whatever it is not on there, point it out to us.
You know, I mean, there's gotta be verbiage in there about maintenance, you know, what vehicles are gonna be allowed.
I think they're expecting to mow, we already mow it, so they're expecting.
Well, we can't afford to mow it.
Don't you go through there now? They keep trying, they keep.
Very little.
Well, they
And that
do
was
everything.
I mow about a 60-inch strip through there, Steve.
You ain't signing this one?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Whatever.
Where's that, Jerry?
Down the old railroad.
Oh,
Yeah, we have got a sewer line comes underneath that too, John, up there by 9. And a county's got that water drain comes through there. That comes
Yep.
underneath that railroad.
Drain, yeah.
Yep. So,
Nothing to do with me.
this one?
It's probably somewhere in here. Oh, here it is, right here. The certification. I have. This certificate.
There's just a little sign, here's another one that's not signed.
Yeah, they don't need to be signed. Just the one contract. I just had it in the wrong order. Thank you.
The other thing I would suggest you guys consider is, if you don't have it, is an ordinance that gives Nate authorization to police that trail. Or, you know, if you see something, he can, you know, if somebody's driving a car on it, or, well, I don't know. I just know that a lot of these entities are creating ordinances that they can allow their police to enforce on the trails.
You know if they've ever had motorcycle chases on the trails any place?
Haven't heard of any yet.
Get ready, probably.
Yeah, I have heard of one over in the pumpkin vine
Yeah.
over by Middlebury. A guy was driving down one.
We just built a nice trail down in Warsaw, and before it ever got finished, the neighbors were complaining about people driving the cars on it.
we got
That's the
Burton
problem
Miller
with the
Road, got
bollards.
60
So we
now
put
left
bollards in.
across the-
You know, they did that in Acres for a while, except people get hit with their bikes and stuff.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't
you
yet.
just go with on the right away.
Oh, I'm getting ready to, unless you got something else. Okay, if nobody else in the gang, the meeting is adjourned.
Shut that off.
Walking by, I'm gonna go.
Stop button.
Like it runs up to